And seniors, Coach, if you'd give us an
Yeah,
open statement.
you always compliment the opponent, and they did a great job of guarding us. We had a couple little periods there where I didn't think we just didn't score. We kept stopping them. I thought our zones took them out of rhythm. We had our opportunity to we got it to 44 to 43. We cut it to 1. And then we got stuck on 43. It seemed like from now till Easter, we just couldn't get off that number. And I credit them with their defense. The one thing I want to say, and I'll be done, is I thought we competed our tails off the entire 40 minutes. We never gave up, and this will be hard. This group right here, they're pretty special. Questions?
Coach, I guess sort of first of all, it seemed like you got in a 1-point game there about 5 minutes in the second half. And what can you sort of take away from that? It seemed like the turnovers sort of really started.
Yeah, I thought we had a few turnovers. We did. That's part of the game. I thought it was uncanny for us. We scored the ball well, and I just felt like we left some points on the floor. I don't have an answer for it. They guard well, but we had some uncanny possessions where I just thought, those are shots we need to make, shots we can make. So that goes both ways. And there were a couple times where, some funny stuff. We get an offensive putback, but they call the foul before the putback, and it was one of those games. It just seemed like we just had it. It was one of those things where we really had a strong rhythm early to start the game. I really liked how we were moving the ball, how we were sharing the ball. We were getting that thing pounded inside. And then, whether they made adjustments or not, I really got to watch the film. I felt like we kind of got out of a little bit of what we were doing early to get us that 19-12 lead. And I don't really know why, and I'm sure it's something that they did. But I thought we competed, like I said, for 40 minutes. They did hit some big shots. And it just seemed like every time it'd be right there, tipping point, they would hit a shot, or they would make get to the line, or what have you. We probably when we got stuck on 43, I'd have to look at it. We probably had 3 or 4 turnovers and probably 4 or 5 missed shots during that whole time period where we just seemed like we didn't score for quite a while. And I think that was probably the key to the game.
What do you take away from the breakdown with Trevor Huggins in that first? I think he was 6 or 7.
Well, he was getting guarded by the best defensive player I've had. I mean, defensive player of the year in the league, and that's why he's such a good player. He was hitting some deep threes. He got in a rhythm for 15 minutes. We really had him pretty good, and then at the end, he really ended the half well for them. 8 for 16 from 3 as a team in the first half, and he was 6 for 7. That's a pretty impressive stat line. I have yet to see final stats. I don't know what everybody ended up with, and I don't know what the percentages were. But he's a very good player. He's player of the year, and deservedly so. And you know what? I wouldn't change a single thing that we did. We did what we were going to do, and credit him.
Coach, you said it. I mean, what are these seniors?
Well, we were always 18 wins, 19 wins. I remember Dylan sitting on my couch telling me that we're going to win 18, we're going to win 19, and I said no, I think we can be better than that, and he did too. And we kind of regrouped this year. My staff, Coach Slaughter and Coach Schilling and Coach Mack, Coach Michaela McInnes, they did such a good job. And we set these goals, and every player wrote goals at the beginning of the year. And each of my players each have so many of my players they're responsible for. And we sat down in the fall, and we went over their goals. They wrote them, we went over them. And you'd be amazed at what each and every one of these players did, achieving their goals that they talked about in September. Remember, our season started 5 months ago today. October 15th was 5 months ago today. It's a long season. And there was a time period where this group didn't lose a game from December 17th until the second round of the NSIC tournament and a Friday-Saturday league. I mean, you get on a bus and go to Bemidji and Crookston and go to Minot and Bismarck and go. Those are tough trips. And we just hung in there, and we knew we had to keep winning because we really wanted to host, and this group, every game, there was pressure. These guys didn't buckle once. In the entire season, I didn't have a kid miss a practice, miss a film session. I had no reports missing classes. I didn't have one issue with this group, all of them, led by these seniors, the senior leadership. And I can't ever say enough. I told them I love them. I do. And I will do anything for them. But there is a ton of success sitting up here right now. You wait and see in the next 10 years. They will be paying for meals over breaks. They'll all be contributing. We'll be finding some money from these guys in about 10 years. And I can't even say enough good things about them. That's how special they are.
Coach, you do have some underclassmen. I mean, what have these guys done for the league?
I think they set the tone. They showed these guys how it's done. You know, you do come to practice ready. You do put in the extra. I mean, I can't tell you how many days a week I'd see Ty. You know, they all do, but Ty would come in at the same time. Plus, his class schedule was the best of anybody on the team. He'd have that shooting machine every morning. He's out there shooting and getting free throws and shooting, you know, every day. And we have practice. You know, so they're getting in and getting shot. I know they all did. They get in, they get shots up, they get their shots. If their shot didn't feel right, they're grabbing a coach. I mean, their work ethic was outstanding. And they taught me some things. I changed too. I did some things a little bit different, and I needed to, and they were good for me. And I'm grateful.
Tyler, I was in your Sunday. You wanted a crowd. What did you think about the environment? I mean, it seemed like it was a pretty exciting environment.
Yeah, it was definitely great having our fans here. Like Coach said, that's what we worked the whole year for, kind of, get them here. I can't say thank you enough to them. Kind of this whole year always coming out, supporting us. It means the world. Like to have that student section back there, cheering us on, stay until the very end. It means a lot. You can see how close of a community it is at Augie. It's very special.
I had a question for Adam. Adam, you've been here now for 5 years. I know it's tough. It's raw. The game just ended. But what's it like to sit up here with all these guys who...
5 years. I only dated my wife for 7. I thought that was forever.
You know, I can go on and on about every one of these guys. They all bring something different to the table. I mean, it could be Dill playing every single minute. It could be the guys at the end of the bench where they just grind in practice and give it their all. No one just had a lack of effort. Everybody came to win. Everybody came to compete. But, yeah, I can tell a million stories about all these guys and how much I love them and how much their friendships mean to me.
How about this guy? Comes in my office in the summer, tells me he's my point guard. I'm looking all over the world for a point guard. He comes, sits down. Did you not do that? I said, Coach, I'm your point guard. How about Zach Scolt right there? He was on my JV team. He's my last JVer. And what he's done for our team. Tate Vincent, one of the best 10th graders I ever saw play, has 3 knee surgeries. You should see what he does every day for practice. Eric Tiedman, every day, no subs, going against these two all-conference players, every day battling them in practice, always coming full force. Got the Defensive Player of the Year right here, and never missing a practice, never doing anything. Look at this group. That's a special group, and that's how you win. They're winners.
Adam, what do you think? Tell me about your coach. I mean, what's he kind of meant to you?
Not when I'm sitting here. You might want to give me a funny story.
No, I can't say enough about Coach B. You know, he believed in me, and I just remember starting out in the program. I wanted to do so well, and I learned every single year. And it's so soon right now, but I feel like we're back to that, like they said in the locker room after that, we're back to that winning culture, and it means a lot for me to hear that, and just hopefully to pave that way. But he believes in you. He is going to have your back no matter what. He loves all of us, and he's going to do anything, like I said.
Appreciate that. Feel the same. You know I got your backs.
All right, thanks, guys.
Appreciate it. Ty, by the way, the outstanding academic person, that needs to be written up too. He was the #1 academic basketball player in the country. What's that called?
Academic All-American Team Member of the Year.
That's him, and he deserves a lot of recognition for that too. Plus, he's really smart.